Ephesians 3 verse 18. May be able to comprehend with all saints what is the breadth, and length, and depth and height. As mentioned before, the life test often reflects that. First, your first reaction. Second, can you beat the first reaction of fear of death and continue to do it? What I can see most clearly is the hydrogen peroxide incident. Then, I met other pastors. In contrast, you immediately know the difference between the two. They and I both think that hydrogen peroxide is a good thing that can treat patients. However, don't expect them to believe for the sake of faith. They loved not their lives unto the death, and don't even think about it. You are on the verge of death and suffering from cancer. It's your business. What does it have to do with me? The most important thing is to maintain the number and dedication of our church. They know that hydrogen peroxide can treat many incurable diseases and problems. There is also a lot of witness support, and even reaching the stage of everyone's recognition. But in an instant, the violent troublemaker, Ma Kwok Tung. I was interviewed in the afternoon of the same day, pointing out that we were a cult. How ridiculous it is to do such a thing. That's what I mean. His first reaction was fear of death. However, his second and third actions, such as, but he is still afraid of death. He insists on being fearful of death. How about these people talking about 100,000 times blessings? Facing the test of the gospel, many people's first reaction is that they fear death, including me. But the most important thing is to understand yourself and restrain yourself. Now that you know, this is a bad behavior. You should adhere to your goal. In my life, it is the period when I need to adhere to my faith the most. It is the hydrogen peroxide incident. At that time, even life was threatened. Although I have crossed the whole of Canada twice in the past, but that's not done for faith, that's what I think, so I don't count it. But the hydrogen peroxide incident is specific. Those who slandered the Church of Zion to prove that they were correct, unexpectedly, he deliberately fabricated false words and made up rumors. They know these are fake. For example, the Church of Zion calls hydrogen peroxide holy water. Only after people drink it can they be saved. He can actually make up nonsense like this. When did I say this? But they wrote it like this and published it in the newspaper. Why are they so heartless? All because these people's consciences have been corrupted. To protect themselves, they must prove that we are a cult, even by all means. After this incident, for this group of people, it's tough for me to respect anymore. Because I have seen their people. Relatively speaking, all the pastors I had contact with at that time, including Hugo of Full Gospel Businessmen, and in addition to So Wing Chi, who is nicknamed So Mentally Retarded, and Ma Kwok Tung, who is a violent troublemaker. There are also several seminary deans. With all the Christians I have seen in my life, if they were in my situation, they would surely fall in their faith. They won't insist on doing better than those people. Especially the Christians who left Zion, every time they emphasize, it's all because of which role model has fallen. Or be harmed by someone, so choose to leave. Eventually, they all stumbled in their faith. I thought to myself, did they make a mistake? There are many misunderstandings, and some are fabricated out of thin air. Is there a reason for you to become a non-human being? Even falling down like a beast, don't you? If they encountered the situation I was facing, they couldn't live. Indeed, they would all fall. Because those people's beliefs are inferior, and they are simply being sentimental. Arguing that there was a loss of witness due to the fall of others, or even deny that others have wronged you, only then would they choose to leave the church, and so on. However, the people I have met, it's not just as simple as being injustice. It's adding insult to injury. Even holy put down your faith. Even though I have met many corrupt people of faith, but you should also know how to persevere. However, whether I insist or not, it is not a pure measure of good and evil, nor consider gains. My persistence may put my life in danger. I want to express this standard. In your life, maybe God wants to bless you, let you go through a significant difficulty in your faith, to test whether you can persist from beginning to end. Remember, if you can persist successfully, it's equivalent to practicing peerless magic skills, right? Therefore, please don't give up. At least, in your lifetime, you should also keep this vital energy. In God's view, this hundredfold blessing is eternally valid. In other words, you say to God at any time, as long as you say it, I can give up anything. Even if it means giving everything, I won't hesitate. That's right. Please keep this vital energy. These experiences may only happen once in a lifetime. Instead of once a day, or like 3 meals a day, if so, you don't have to live. Many times, God is to let you experience that feeling. Draw that determination from it and learn the correct approach. There is only one chance. For me, since that experience, as long as I keep this kind of mind, any negative thoughts, don't even think about it, then, you can maintain that hundredfold blessing. Of course, you must not say negative words. Otherwise, blessings couldn't be multiplied. If you say it out loud, it will take a long time to process. Because in the negative aspect, you can't even think about it. As long as you can persist, you can reap 100-fold blessings in areas such as revelation. As you can see, after the hydrogen peroxide incident, I can share 2 messages a week and hold 2 meetings. All because of my revelations and other aspects, experience the doubling of 100-fold blessings. But this differs from the 100-fold blessing of sowing. It is not calculated item by item. But every time you sow seeds, every time values are tested, it would help if you also thought about it again. I have decided not to care about my life until death. I don't care about any other values or benefits. This is called depth. Ephesians 3 verse 18. May be able to comprehend with all saints what is the breadth, and length, and depth and height.
Trust in God, trust Him with your life and you won't regret. Somewhere down the line there's a plan for you and for me. Our futures have been intertwined. Our Lord above, because of His great love, hears our thoughts and prayers, sees what's in our minds. Should we realize He's our God, walking with us down the line. When we get caught in our ways, Jesus opens up a brand new way. When we're obsessed with Him, He teaches us to count our days. For every tongue will confess, every knee will bow and